Well, hey, everybody. It was a 108-107 loss for the Cleveland Cavaliers on Tuesday night as they opened up their preseason down in Atlanta. We're here with a quick reaction from the game on Cavs Insider, part of the FanNation network on the Sports Illustrated Media Group. Brendan Gulick and Tommy Wild with you. Tommy, boy, it sure looked like the Cavs were going to pull this one off with, frankly, a really good second half. Third quarter was great. Most of the fourth quarter looked really good. The final minute 40, not so good.
Yeah, not great. I mean, I know that they didn't win tonight, but wins and losses in terms of what that final score was, it's preseason. And they obviously had some newer guys like Emoni Bates and Craig Porter Jr., some of these younger guys out there for the final couple of minutes. But overall, I thought they looked pretty good tonight in a couple of different areas. So even though they lost, I do think there's a lot of good takeaways from this game.
Yeah, the reality is Emoni Bates had a big clutch shot late, right?
Yeah,
so that was
he did.
nice to see, and he didn't hesitate when he pulled the trigger on the late three. Which for a moment looked like it might be enough to win the game.
Yeah.
Then the defense broke down on the other end of the floor. And actually maybe the note that everybody takes away from this game, everybody, including myself, who, often says, hey, Isaac Okoro needs to figure it out offensively a little bit, had a really nice night with 19 points.
Yeah, I know that one of the big topics that on our last Cavs Insider podcast that Spencer German and I were talking about was how deep this team can be. And you know what? If Isaac Okoro can maybe not score that much every single night, but if he can be that efficient, he's 6 for 8 from the floor, like that is a good sign for Cleveland's depth for sure.
Cavs were led by those 19 points in 20 minutes from Isaac Okoro. 10 points tonight for Donovan Mitchell, 10 for Evan Mobley, and 10 for Bates off the bench. DG, not a great night shooting the rock. 1 of 10 from the floor, finished with 2 points. I said it a couple times yesterday and in our pregame report earlier, no overreactions allowed from game one. I certainly wish Garland would have shot it better. I'm sure he wishes he would have shot it better, but no reason to get alarmed.
He'll be fine. That's my takeaway from him.
That was really in depth. Good.
Yeah, I know. Hey, no overreactions though. You said no overreactions. So that's my level-headed, not hot take reaction to Darius Garland's 0 for 5 from 3-point tonight. He'll be fine. I promise. Mark my word.
I'm not going to doubt you there. Hey, I thought the ball movement was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of people wanted to see Evan Mobley. What was he going to look like defensively? We've heard all this talk about, he's investing in this home gym and in his nutrition plan with a new chef and all these different things to really commit himself to being the best version of himself that he can be. I thought he played bigger tonight. And the fact that Jared Allen wasn't on the floor and Evan was kind of playing the 5, again, one small little sample size here, but I thought he played big.
Yeah, I think that I'm still a little worried about him playing the 5 as of right now. Especially the Hawks are a big team. I mean, Clint Capella out there, they're a big team to go up against. So I still have a little bit of doubt and worries about him playing the 5. But on top of Evan Mobley, I think that Damian Jones also had a nice night too. I know there was a lot of talk about, especially I've talked about this, this front court depth. What does it look like? Jared Allen going down kind of exposes that depth, that front court depth early on before the regular season even starts. And, hand up, I'll be honest, I thought Damian Jones had a pretty nice night off the bench. And, I think having him at the 5 and keeping Evan Mobley at the 4, I think that's where Mobley's going to shine the best.
Damian Jones finished 4 of 4 shooting, 8 points total. George Niang, I thought, looked solid. His plus-minus was really good at plus 13, finished with 6 points. And, I'm excited to see his role continue to evolve on this team because I like his size and his physicality. It's a nice combination.
Yeah, I think he's going to turn into a fan favorite too. He just has a very likable personality in some of those different interviews they were doing throughout the game. I think that he's going to be big on the floor, but I also think, like I said, I think fans are really going to fall in love with him off the floor and some of those promotional stuff as well.
He's the minivan.
Who doesn't love the minivan? As someone who drove a minivan through high school, I appreciate that nickname.
Gotta love it. All right, 108-107, the final tonight. Cavs are back on the floor on Thursday. They'll be at home to play the Orlando Magic in game 2 of 4 during the preseason. For all the latest news and info on the team, make sure you check out CavsInsider.com. For Tommy Wild and Brendan Gulick, see you over on the site real soon.